is it a good thing that you lost your appetite? And I'm not trying to be funny or smart or anything about weight gain and weight loss or anything like that, but I'm just curious, like how have you taken it? Are you seeing it as a thing that you would prefer not to be going through, or what's that like?
It's a good thing for me to lose weight, but I'm like, it's almost a year. I want to get some kind of appetite back. It's not getting enough. I lost over 90 pounds. So I'm ready to eat now.
This is the Recovery After Stroke podcast with Bill Gassiamis, helping you navigate recovery after stroke.
Hello and welcome to Recovery After Stroke, a podcast full of answers, advice and practical tools for stroke survivors to help you take back your life after a stroke and build a stronger future. I'm your host, 3-time stroke survivor, Bill Gassiamis. After my life was turned upside down and I went from being an active father to being stuck in hospital, I knew if I wanted to get back to the life I loved before, my recovery was up to me. After years of researching and discovering, I learned how to heal my brain and build a healthier and happier life than I ever dreamed possible. And now I've made it my mission to empower other stroke survivors like you to recover faster, achieve your goals, and take back the freedom you deserve. If you enjoy this episode and want more resources, accessible training, and a hands-on support, check out my Recovery After Stroke membership community. Created especially for stroke survivors, this is your clear pathway to transform your symptoms, reduce your anxiety, and navigate your journey to recovery with confidence. Head to recoveryafterstroke.com to find out more after this podcast. But for now, let's dive right into today's episode. This is episode 149, and my guest today is Tamare Orilus, who had an AVM rupture that, amongst other things, caused her to lose her appetite and shed almost 100 pounds. Tamare Orilus, welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. So I had an AVM in my head September 5th, 2020. I had 3 surgeries. I have a shunt put in under my right side of the head.
A shunt.
A shunt, right. So I'm still going to therapy. I'm doing speech, OT, and PT twice a week. I have no appetite still. I'm eating a little bit better, but not as before.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of weight. I was 245, now I'm 152.
Wow. So
yeah.
How did you first discover that there was an AVM in your head? What were the symptoms that you were experiencing?
Actually, it was a Sunday morning. I woke up. It was my day off. I had a headache, bad headache in the back of my head. I told my husband I'm having a stroke.
You told him straight away you were having a stroke? You knew?
Yeah, and I just knew.
Wow.
And I never had a stroke before. So I told him, call 911, I'm having a stroke. He said, what do you mean? I said, I'm having a stroke. So he called 911. They were scared to come because of the COVID-19. So I talked to them. I told them I'm a member of service. I work for the city. So finally they came. They took me in, and that was the last. When I woke up, it was October 30th.
So when did the stroke happen? What month?
September 5th.
You woke up, and almost 2 months later was the first time you woke up?
Yes.
Wow, that's dramatic. So you had a headache,
Mm-hmm.
and you told your husband you're having a stroke. He called
Right.
911 eventually, and then they eventually sent somebody along.
Exactly.
And then you woke up 2 months later. When you woke up, did you know what happened? Did you remember anything? What was that like?
I remember I was having a lot of dreams. My husband said they they put me to sleep once they knew I was bleeding in my head. And then that was it. My husband told me everything that happened to me. I was like, oh my God.
So you had to be told what happened. Did you understand the situation that you had found yourself in that when you woke up, or did that take some time? Was it a little bit difficult to grasp the concept?
When my husband told me what happened, I had a stroke, I had a bleeding in my head.
Yeah.
So I took everything in. So.
And did they operate to remove the faulty blood vessel? How did they deal with the AVM?
Yeah, I had 3 surgeries. I had a shunt put in and I had 2 other surgeries. So they removed the blood. But I came home. I'm doing therapy. But sometime in November, I had to go to a hospital because I had an infection. When I got to the hospital this year, I had a UTI. And then a week before Thanksgiving, I came home. Ever since, I've been okay so far, thank God.
How old were you at the time?
I was 44.
44.
Yeah. So
And
I had the stroke September 5th, and my birthday was September 19th. So I spent my birthday in the hospital. And my kids, I have a boy and a girl.
And how old are they?
At that time they were 15 and 20. The boy 15, the girl 20.
And how did they deal with mum being in hospital for nearly 2 months, recovering from an AVM bleed?
Well, my daughter said she cried a lot. And then my son told me the same thing. And my husband cried all the time. He said every day he was crying. But they just thankful I'm here.
Yeah.
But I'm still going through it though.
How long ago did that happen to you, Tamara?
9 months ago.
Okay, so you're very early on in the recovery.
Right.
What kind of things did the AVM surgery and the shunt and everything that you experienced, what did it leave you with? What experiences in your body are you still recovering from, physical and so on?
All right. My left hand is shaky when I wash the dishes. My left hand. And then my appetite, I have no appetite.
You have no appetite.
Right. And basically that's it. I had a problem with my right leg, but it's fine now. But just my hand shaky and my appetite really right now.
Do you have muscle weakness in the hand? Is it just shaky?
Just shaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It doesn't stop you from doing anything? Does it interfere with your daily activities?
No, I push myself to do things. I take a shower by myself, I get dressed. I try to clean. I do everything by myself. I push myself to do things because I want to be better.
It's part of your rehabilitation. Do you feel like doing these things and pushing yourself a little bit, are you doing it to help you with the rehabilitation process?
Yeah. I do it for rehab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get sad sometimes, but
is it a good thing that you lost your appetite? And I'm not trying to be funny or smart or anything about weight gain and weight loss or anything like that, but I'm just curious, like how have you taken it? Are you seeing it as a thing that you would prefer not to be going through, or what's that like?
well, it's a good thing for me to lose weight, but I'm like, it's almost a year. I want to get some kind of appetite back. It's don't get enough. I lost over 90 pounds. So I'm ready to eat now.
So when do you eat? You must be eating because you're alive, thank God. But I know I
Yeah.
understand you're eating less. You don't have an appetite. But how do you go through that process to stay nourished and to stay alive?
So my husband, he does drinks for me in the blender.
Mm-hmm.
He does fresh fruits like watermelon, strawberries, bananas, and I drink. I drink a lot of vitamins.
Okay. And are you able to swallow and chew regular food? Is that still okay?
Yes, I'm able to drink, swallow. Everything is good. It's just I cannot smell. I cannot taste or no appetite.
Okay. So you also can't smell and taste, and there is no taste. Does that mean that there's nothing, there's no feedback? So there's no, you don't know if it's salty or unsalty or spicy or anything?
Right. No taste at all.
So you don't feel chilly or anything like that?
No.
Is that, I know it's strange and odd, but how do you reconcile that? Is that bizarre and weird to you? Does it make food not eatable? Like, how does that work?
Well, if you can't smell, you can't taste. You have no ability to eat. You don't have the urge to eat. So sometimes I push myself to eat, but I start gagging like I want to throw up. Yeah.
You want to throw up because the experience is not pleasant, or is it that swallowing is an
It's
issue?
not pleasant. It's not pleasant.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. And has it changed at all since you woke up after the surgery and the bleed? Has it changed at all, or is it still remained the same? That lack of sense of smell and lack of sense of taste, has that still the same?
Well, before I used to smell, it used to smell really bad, the food and stuff. But now I just don't smell anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does that stop
It's
you
weird.
from, does it stop you from cooking and preparing meals, or is it just
Yeah.
in the eating?
I haven't been cooking yet
Okay.
because of the sickness.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't been cooking. I'm still waiting. I haven't been cooking or driving.
Okay.
I'm waiting until the 1 year anniversary.
Okay. So do you need to get permission from your doctors to go back to driving?
Yeah, my neurologist told me to wait for the 1 year to drive.
Okay. So they've resolved the problem in your head, as in it's the AVM is not going to bleed again. It's not going to cause problems again because it's been dealt with.
Yeah, that's what they said. I should be good. They did another MRI. And they said everything was okay.
Yeah. So now it's basically about recovering and getting better and healing the brain. Is that
right? And I have another appointment September 21st. A year appointment.
Yeah.
So they could check my head to make sure everything's good.
Yeah. How does the rest of the recovery look? Are you experiencing fatigue? Are you having cognitive issues at all? Do you have any other challenges?
If you've had a stroke and you're in recovery, you'll know what a scary and confusing time it can be. You're likely to have a lot of questions going through your mind. Like, how long will it take to recover? Will I actually recover? What things should I avoid in case I make matters worse? Doctors will explain things, but obviously you've never had a stroke before. You probably don't know what questions to ask. If this is you, you may be missing out on doing things that could help speed up your recovery. If you're finding yourself in that situation, stop worrying and head to recoveryafterstroke.com, where you can download a guide that will help you. It's called 7 Questions to Ask Your Doctor About Your Stroke. These 7 questions are the ones Bill wished he'd asked when he was recovering from a stroke. They'll not only help you better understand your condition, they'll help you take a more active role in your recovery. Head to the website now, recoveryafterstroke.com, and download the guide. It's free.
Oh yeah, like I'm out of breath a lot. Like if I watch dishes, I have to go later after to take a nap because I get tired. I feel exhausted,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know how long this is gonna last. Everything I do after a while, I have to go lay down, take a rest.
Yeah.
But I've been reading a lot. I see people go run marathons. I'm like, how do they do it? I'm always tired.
Well, I've got an idea for you. I think there are crazy people, firstly, for running marathons, because I
Yeah,
think only crazy people run marathons. But I love that they are doing it. I think everyone experiences stroke differently, and what you're talking about, the fatigue, I can relate to. I had some
right.
serious fatigue for a long time, and when I was doing anything minor or major, I had to plan for rest time after that, whether it was
Uh-huh.
going whether it was going somewhere and visiting some friends, or going to dinner, or just doing some chores around the house. Anything that I did always had to have some rest time afterwards. And I started to get used to planning my day like that. So I knew that if I was going to go to an appointment to see my doctor or to do rehab, outpatient rehab, then I was going to come
Right.
home and I was going to do nothing for a couple of hours. So it does get better. The fatigue does get better, but sometimes the fatigue is still a problem for me. Even 9 years later, it still
Oh
causes,
wow.
yeah, it still causes days where I can't do anything, and where I need to rest and rest and rest. And majority of the days are better, and the majority of the days I'm quite active. But I wasn't at the beginning. Also, I was like you. It's just extremely tiring to do anything. And a lot of stroke survivors say the same thing. And the people running marathons are typically not running marathons 9 months after this stroke. They're not. Most of them are not getting back to being that physically active that quickly. And that's one of the challenges with social media and even this podcast is
Hmm.
it's very hard to tell the whole story, and you just see what a stroke survivor is doing in a snapshot on one part of the day, and
Right.
people make assumptions. My God, they're running a marathon. How can I get to that point? How did they get there
That's
so
what I'm like.
quickly?
Yeah. That's why I'm like, oh my God, marathon. I can't even think of a marathon.
Yeah,
Like before this meeting, I had to take a nap before I got on
yeah,
because I'm in my rest period.
yeah. Your voice, you mentioned to me that your voice is a little bit different than what it used to be.
Yeah, right.
What caused that?
It's the show. It was way before. It was way before. When I had the stroke, it was I was getting straight tired of speaking. But now my tongue just heavy.
Your tongue is heavy.
So yeah, but it got better though. It
Wow.
was
Okay.
worse before. It was worse before.
So there seems to be a lot happening there with your nose, your taste, your tongue, your speech. It's all
Hmm.
seems to be connected.
Right. Exactly.
But you're noticing that it is getting better after time. So it's nearly been 9 months, almost. We're coming on
I
to,
know, but 9 months is a lot.
you feel like it's too long
Yeah.
to
Hmm.
recover?
Hmm.
Is that because you're an impatient girl, or why?
Maybe because I'm impatient.
Yeah. And you
Yeah.
want to get back to regular life. You want things to be better.
Hmm.
But you've come a long way, right? You probably weren't speaking like this 8 months ago. Would that be accurate?
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Do you ever look back on your recovery and see perhaps some videos of you in hospital, some photos, and do you ever look back and go, wow, actually, I've come a long way. I've recovered quite a lot and I'm getting better every day?
Yeah. My friend tell me to look at the pictures and see I came a long way. I'm here for a purpose. So
Yeah. Yeah. And your kids, are they making life easier? I remember when I had the stroke, my kids were teenagers. They didn't make my life easier. They made it harder.
mhm.
How are your kids doing?
My son is very helpful. Both of them, they're good. They're good. They're very helpful, thank God.
Yeah. Are they still themselves though, or have they changed their behavior around you? Or are they still themselves?
Well, my daughter still goes away, but my son, he's still with me. He's always looking out for me. He tells me, "Don't, oh, mom, don't cry. It's gonna be okay."
Yeah. What's the hardest part of all of this for you? What have you had to deal with that's been the hardest that you didn't really expect?
I'm being tired. Tired. Yes. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Hmm.
I'm being tired. So what was life like before the stroke? What were you a very active person? Were you working? What were you doing before the stroke?
I was working. I was very active. I was having brunches in my backyard. I was doing barbecues. I was doing everything.
Yeah.
Now I'm just nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it difficult to explain to people what you're going through and what you're experiencing? Are they finding it hard to appreciate that or understand it?
Some people understand, but it's hard for me to grasp. It's hard for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard for everybody that goes
Yeah.
through the experience of seeing one of their loved ones have a stroke. But then also for the stroke survivor, there's no doubt about it that it's hard. The thing is, the thing about it is that I feel like the only advice I can give you is that it's going to get better and you just have to give it time. And this thing, you have to give it more time than anything. It's not
Hmm.
like a broken toe or an injured hand. It takes a long time because the brain is very complex in the way that it heals. And the brain is often always easily, it's easily made to feel worse. So it's sensitive. And as a result of that sensitivity, we can very easily give ourselves a hard time and create a setback. Do you know what I mean? But have you noticed that your fatigue and your setbacks are getting smaller and shorter? Because at the beginning, it would have been very difficult, but the timeline should have decreased those setbacks and your recovery time should be increasing, or it should be getting quicker. Do you notice that?
Yeah, I do notice. I do notice a lot of changes.
Yeah.
I used to be worse than before,
Yeah.
but I'm getting better as time goes by.
Yeah.
It's just the speaking bothers me. Certain things.
The speaking bothers you because of the difference in your voice and the way that it's difficult to speak and the way your tongue feels?
Right, right.
Yeah. As the COVID lockdown and all those things made it harder to access services?
Well, actually, I go to PT, I go to OT, I do Zoom speech. Yeah.
So Zoom speech therapy, and then you go to OT, occupational
PT.
therapy, and PT.
Uh-huh.
So that happens at a location outside of your home?
Yes.
And how often are you doing that?
I'm doing twice a week, OT and PT. I'm doing speech Zoom once a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do you appreciate being able to speak like this on a podcast? Does that help with your recovery?
Well, before I had the AVM, I'd never heard of AVM before.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to come on because I wanted to be out there, AVM. Because a lot of people don't know about AVMs.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah. It's very common. Arteriovenous malformation is what it stands
Right.
for.
Right.
And it's supposedly quite rare, but the amount of people that I've met has been a large number of people. I've been blown away. And I, of course, also didn't know what an AVM was beforehand. Have you had some conversations with your husband about your experience? And was there some real difficult conversations there. What was that like? How did it impact you guys?
Well, I tell him a lot. I tell my sister is the nurse practitioner. She's a NP, nurse practitioner. So she understands what's the AVM. So I talk to them a lot about AVMs.
Yep. So you talked to your sister.
Yes.
I think your sister contacted me on Instagram. She wanted to
Oh,
see
yeah.
our interview live, but it's pre-recorded, so we'll get a copy to her when it's ready to go. So it was Miriam. Is that your sister?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's been really good, and I imagine a really great resource during this time.
Yes. She's good at. She told me a lot of information about this.
Yeah.
AVM. She's really good.
And how's your memory after all of this? Is it okay, or are you struggling sometimes?
My memory was bad before, but it's better now.
Oh,
it's good now. Mm-hmm.
So it was bad after you woke up.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's better now. So what kind of work were you doing before the stroke?
Okay, so I was a correctional officer.
A what?
Correction officer.
Okay.
So I work on Rikers Island.
So that's a tough job.
Yeah. But I'm gonna do early retirement.
Yeah. That's a difficult career, and therefore it's not an easy career to go back to. Is that right?
Yes. Some people say I could go back, but I don't want to. Too stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is being a correction officer easier or harder than being a stroke survivor?
I think stroke survivor. Because I never did my first time experience this. So I'm new to this.
Yeah, hopefully it's your last time too. Of course, you're a tough lady though, to be able to work in a corrections facility and deal with all the stuff that goes on in the place like that.
Right.
Do you learn some skills from that job that you can bring into your stroke recovery? Is there a way that you can transfer what you've learned there into the way that you recover?
Just to be a strong person, consistent. That's it.
Just to be a strong person. And
Yeah.
is it okay for you to not be strong sometimes? Do you have times where you can't be strong, where you've had enough for the day?
I have a lot of times. I cry. Why me? You know?
Yeah. Did you seek out any emotional counseling or psychological counseling since then?
Yeah. At this psych. I was at a point, I was having depression, anxiety attacks.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to go for a walk in the park.
Mm-hmm.
So now I see like every 2 weeks. And I'm on pills to sleep at night.
Yeah. And what do you think was behind the anxiety? Is it anxiety of another episode, or you're not certain what the anxiety is about?
I just felt hot. I need some air.
Uh-huh.
It just came on. I never had that before.
So your body does it feel like your body gets overwhelmed and you need to get some fresh air?
Some air, yeah.
And you need to move and go outside? Is that where you get that from?
Mm-hmm. I need to go out and fresh air and stuff like that.
And then it dissipates and it gets better quickly, or how long does it take to recover?
Well, my husband takes me to the park. I walk and then come home, then I feel better. But now I'm on medication every night. I take to go to sleep to calm me down. So it helps.
So medication is anti-anxiety medication to help you sleep, or is it sleeping tablets to help you sleep?
It's an antidepressant pills.
Okay. Yeah. And that's the first time you've been on that type of medication?
Yes. Well, my sister told me I was on that when I was in the hospital, but I don't remember.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
So these are all new challenges for you. You haven't been on this you haven't had this type of experience at all before. Did you take any
No,
types of medication beforehand?
no,
Yeah.
never.
And is the antidepressant medication because you're feeling emotions that are full of sadness, or what's the reason behind that? Do you know?
Sadness. I'm feeling sad. I'm thinking too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel something in my throat, but I don't know it's in my head.
You feel that sometimes it's in your throat, did you say?
Yes, like I have food in my throat,
Uh-huh.
blocking me from eating, but I know it's all in my head.
Okay, so there's some kind of a loop happening, a connection that's
Yeah,
telling you that there's something interfering with you here, and therefore,
yeah,
okay, that plays on your mind and you overthink that.
yeah.
And how do you find yourself getting out of that loop? What happens that you eventually stop thinking about it and you get over it?
Sometimes just go and lie down, take a nap.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Okay, so does that explain why your husband makes you a lot of smoothies or liquid type of foods? Is that why, because of this situation where you're feeling like things are getting stuck?
yeah. Sometimes I'll tell him to make me a drink so I could drink so I could feel better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So what are you hoping to do on this podcast? What's the point of being on this podcast? I know that I reached out to you and asked you to come on and share your story. I was very
Right.
curious to meet you because you said that your issue was one of the issues that was the inability to eat and the no appetite and no smell and no taste. That was the reason why I contacted you. I'm sure there's a lot of stroke survivors going through that. But what are you hoping to get out of this? Is it somehow therapeutic to be on an interview podcast, or how does it help?
Yeah, like I was saying before, a lot of people don't know about AVMs. So I want to, put it out there that God forbid this could happen to you.
Yeah.
You never know. Because I was fine on Saturday, I was fine, and then Sunday this happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just out of nowhere.
out of nowhere. Saturday, I got up, I went to do my nails, I went to eat, and came home, cooked, went to sleep, and then Sunday morning, this is it.
Yeah. Before the stroke or before the first bleed, do you recall at all, had you ever had any signs that maybe there was something wrong with your head? Any bad headaches, any difficulty, anything like that?
Well, I had the headaches on my left side. Headaches on my left side. They had called it neuralgia.
Neuralgia.
Yeah, they say I had that. So I was taking medication, but that was it. They did a MRI, but they never told me anything was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But my surgeon told my husband, I had this for a while. It was waiting to rupture.
Yeah.
They said I could have sneezed and it would have bust in my head.
Yeah. You've had it since birth, actually. You were born with it. These things are in the head since birth, and they are quite rare compared to the people in the population that have them. There's not a lot of them. But yeah, you were born with it. And then for a lot of people, nothing happens. It doesn't actually do anything. So a lot of people might have one and not know that it's there, and it may never burst before. Yeah, but for the lucky ones like you and me, yeah, it decides to rupture for some reason, and then cause these issues. And what I've found is a lot of the stroke survivors who I've spoken to that had an AVM have been between the ages of 30 and 45 and 50, somewhere there. So there's this window in midlife, I suppose, best way to sort of describe midlife, around that age, somewhere around 40, where they rupture for a lot of people. That's the very common thing that I've found with AVMs.
Wow.
And lots of people are, struggling with and overcoming it and finding it difficult because they've never been in this situation before. They never knew about it. They never understood. But what I'd like to tell you now that we're chatting, Tamara, and you're on my podcast, is that you're very early on. And I know that impatience is one of those things that we all go through, but you are very early on in your recovery. And based on what I'm hearing and how we're chatting, I feel like you're going to come a long way, and it does get better. And I'm 9 years out speaking like this, but of course I wasn't speaking like this 9 months out. 9 months out, I didn't know who had come to visit me. My memory was terrible. I couldn't work. I couldn't drive. I couldn't talk like this on a podcast for such a long time. I couldn't exercise. Fatigue was really, really bad. So it was a lot harder 9 months after my stroke, after being released from hospital, than it is today. But that's the most important thing that I need to share with you, is that I've been doing this recovery now for 9 years, and I have a lot more symptoms than you have. It's a long time. Yeah. It doesn't ever really stop, and it gets better though. Like, it's definitely better. It's not as bad as it was, and I don't feel as terrible as I did at the beginning. So that's really my message. I really want to make sure that you understand that, and hopefully that makes you feel a little bit better about there's better days ahead, and that you will get better and better every single day. And at some point you'll look back and you'll go, wow, I've come a long way, further and further than I ever thought. Your speech will improve. Your ability to cook a meal for your family will come back at some point. You'll find a way to express yourself and to go back to work and to do all those things. You will achieve all those things. It's just going to be a matter of time. Yeah.
You had an AVM too?
Yeah, I had an AVM, and it was near the middle of my head, near the cerebellum, and it was about 2 inches in from the ear. It was a really hard one to get to, and it bled 3 times. And I had brain surgery to remove the faulty AVM, and I had to learn how to walk again and use my left arm again. So I had to go through lots of things that you've been through, and I've come out on the other side. And a lot of stroke survivors who are in the very beginning of it suffer and struggle because they don't know what the future holds, And I was the same. I was like you. So you're not any different to anybody else. My relationship suffered. My ability to have a good experience with my children suffered. I became angry and cranky. I was crying a lot. And it was a really difficult time, I was questioning everything, and I was 37 when it happened.
Yeah. Wow.
There's brighter days ahead. There really is. And you'll find that you're getting better and better.
Okay, thank you. I'm just waiting.
That's all you can do. You can just wait and do your PT like you're doing, do your OT and do your speech therapy. That's it. If you've got heaps of time on your hands and you're not tired, just put that time into rehabilitation. And even if that means
Right.
doing chores, like you said,
Uh-huh.
chores are a great way to do rehabilitation, even though it could be seriously boring and all that kind of stuff. It's still good to be able to do the things that you need to
Good
be
thing.
good at home. You know, if you can do those things at home that you need to do well, they'll help you with other things outside of home.
Okay, thank you.
You know, so look, I'll wrap it up. It seems like I don't want to have you on here for too long and tire you out too much.
Okay. Well, I'll come back later on once my voice gets better.
I'd love to have you on again. Absolutely.
Sure.
You keep in touch, and I
I will.
really appreciate you coming on and sharing your stories so that other people going through what you're going through can relate to you and understand you. And also, I love the fact that you wanted to raise awareness and make it about other people. That's an amazing thing.
Right.
I wish you well, and
Thank you.
a speedy
Thank you for
recovery.
having me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
my
And
pleasure.
I will keep you up to date.
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to see your posts on Instagram, and I look forward to hearing how your recovery is going, and you know, maybe soon things will shift for you and start to improve.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for joining me on today's Recovery After Stroke podcast. Do you ever wish there was just one place that you could go to for resources, advice, and support in your stroke recovery? Whether you've been navigating the journey for weeks, months, or years, I know firsthand how difficult it can be to get the answers you need. This road is both physically and mentally challenging, from reclaiming your independence to getting back to work to rebuilding your confidence and more. Your symptoms don't follow a rule book, and as soon as you leave the hospital, you no longer have the medical professionals on tap. I know for me, it felt as if I was teaching myself a new language from scratch with no native speaker in sight. If this sounds like you, I'm here to tell you that you're not alone, and there is a better way to navigate your recovery and build a fulfilling life that you love. I've created an inclusive, supportive, and accessible membership community called Recovery After Stroke. This all-in-one support and resource program is designed to help you take your health into your own hands. This is your guidebook through every step in your journey, from reducing fatigue to strengthening your brain health to overcoming anxiety and more. To find out more and to join the community, head to recoveryafterstroke.com. See you next time.
Importantly, we present many podcasts designed to give you an insight and understanding into the experiences of other individuals. Opinions and treatment protocols discussed during any podcast are the individual's own experience, and we do not necessarily share the same opinion, nor do we recommend any treatment protocol discussed. All content on this website and any linked blog, podcast, or video material controlled this website or content is created and produced for informational purposes only and is largely based on the personal experience of Bill Gassiamis. The content is intended to complement your medical treatment and support healing. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice and should not be relied on as health advice. The information is general and may not be suitable for your personal injuries, circumstances, or health objectives. Do not use our content as a standalone resource to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease for therapeutic purposes or as a substitute for the advice of a health professional. Never delay seeking advice or disregard the advice of a medical professional, your doctor, or your rehabilitation program based on our content. If you have any questions or concerns about your health or medical condition, please seek guidance from a doctor or other medical professional. If you are experiencing a health emergency or think you might be, call 000 if in Australia, or your local emergency number immediately for emergency assistance, or go to the nearest hospital emergency department. Medical information changes constantly. While we aim to provide current, quality information in our content, we do not provide any guarantees and assume no legal liability or responsibility for the accuracy, currency, or completeness of the content. If you choose to rely on any information within our content, you do so solely at your own risk. We are careful with links we provide. However, third-party links from our website are followed at your own risk, and we are not responsible for any information you find there.